to another video of our Telerik tips series. In this video, we will be discussing different methods to bind your hybrid mobile app data built in AppBuilder. This video covers the offline scenarios, and an existing video already covers the online ones. Let's start by creating a new workspace under my Telerik platform account. Let's call it Offline Data Binding Workspace, and then click on the Create button. Now that my workspace is ready, I am going to switch to AppBuilder Windows Client version. That being said, the same process can be done using any other AppBuilder IDEs. Let's create a new KindoUI blank project under this workspace. Let's call it Offline Data Binding App, and then click on the Create button. Now that my project is ready, I'm gonna go to the index.html and start by adding a new KindoUI list view. As you can see, refreshing the page will show up my AppBuilder project under this workspace. Now let's start with the first solution, offline via hard-coded data. Under the products offline function, I will start by declaring a new array called products data that will consist of 3 different JSON objects. Each one of them will consist of a product ID and a product name. Then I will define a new Kindo data source called offline data source that will have this array as data. And at the end, I will bind my Kindo list view to this Kindo data source using a template called products template. And this template will consist of displaying the product name only. Let's format my code, and now I'm ready to run it in the simulator. And as you can see, it's displaying the 3 products, orange, apple, and cherries. Whenever I would like to make a change, I have to go back to the code, add a new product, ID for bananas as product name, and then rerun it in the simulator. As you can see, it's displaying the newly added product name. Now we are ready to move to the second solution, offline via local storage JSON format as well. Back to AppBuilder, I'll start by adding a new folder. Let's call it data. And then under this folder, I will add a new file called products.json. In this folder, I will paste 3 JSON objects. Now back to index.html, I will comment the offline method 1 and then start the offline method 2. I will define a new Kindo data source where the URL will point to my products.json file and the data type is JSON. Now I will do the same and bind my Kindo list view to this data source using the same Kindo template that will display the product name only. Now we're ready to run it in a simulator, and as you can see, it is displaying the product's name from the JSON file, lettuce, cucumber, and avocado. In order to update the data, I have to edit the products.json file. I'll add a new product ID for name potato and then run it in the simulator. As you can see, it is displaying the newly added product. By that, we're ready to move to the third solution, offline via SQL Lite. As usual, let's start by commenting the offline method 2 and then start our offline method 3. I will right-click on my project, Manage Packages, under Plugin Marketplace, search for SQL Lite, and then click on the Install button. I will start by moving the initialization of the mobile application to inside the Device Ready event handler. Let's define few functions. OpenDB that will either open the database depending if the app is running in the simulator or on the device. Another function to create the products table in case it does not already exist. The add product function will insert a new record to the products table. As well as the onSuccess and onError functions. Now inside the products offline function, we'll start by calling the OpenDB, then createDB, as well as the add product function to add 3 items to the products table. And now I will define my offline data source, which is a Kindo data source that will get the data from the products table, specifically the product name. And then at the end, I'm ready to bind my Kendo UI list view to this data source. Now we are ready to run it in the simulator and see how it will display the 3 products: chocolate, pasta, and rice. Whenever I would like to add a new product, I have to make a code change and call the add product function with a new parameter, let's say noodles. Then rerun my app to show the newly added product. I would like to mention here that the SQLite database is persistent across 3 loads of the simulator and on device. As a summary, for offline scenarios, any update to the data will require to rebuild your mobile app. Thanks for watching another video of our tutorial.